Can you say something?
Testing.
Okay. Not quite as hard as I'd like, so I think I can go all the way up. Oops, hang on, we're on the wrong scene.
Huh?
There we go. The sound should be a lot better today. Oh, looks like we got a message. Yes, Redstone, first indeed. Got my Markiplier hair. I was going to buzz my hair today, but I couldn't find the buzzer. We found the case that it's supposed to be in, but the clippers aren't there. So now it's like, well, now I can't cut my hair. So, but I'm planning on just Bruce Willising it. Hair's way too long. I don't like this like little thing that's going on either. Ugh. Oh, really? Well, that's all right. She's doing some of the training mode for Game Builder. So that's saying if those two things are true, then we destroy something, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. The stream quality looks really good. I'm sorry your internet's so bad. Because it looks good. I'm looking at it on the laptop.
No, I do not. I do not study karate. Counter note on.
That's a bummer. Yeah, it's smooth as silk for me. I don't show any drop frames on the on OBS. You know what I'd like to try though? I think I can get the dynamic range of our camera a little bit better, because it's a little weak. Whoops. Let me see what I can do here. Yeah, our range is real low. That's probably better. Problem is we're... Is it because we're zoomed in that we can't? Yeah, the more we zoom, the less I can do on aperture.
Come here, constant node on. Yes. Okie dokie dokie. 0. Connect. Oh. Control input 1. Input 2. Restore.
White balancing here is a bit of a problem. We've got too many mixed lights. If we do something like this, it's supposed to be reality, but that does not look right. If I zoom in on that white back there and set the white balance, maybe we could... See, that's too cool. This is all kinds of wrong. Stick with that. Hey, Dev. So the mic stuff should be better now. I turned off all of the gain and everything I was doing to try and get the mic sounding good. So hopefully it should sound better. But I was gonna shave my head today and I couldn't find the buzzers. Couldn't find the buzzers. Yeah, no. I mean I figured it was what it was, but yeah, my mom, did Grandma say anything about getting lost coming home? Did you notice anything about getting lost with Grandma when she was heading home? No? Okay.
Well, kind of.
Man, I've got wild hair. Kind of?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we were concerned because you guys were going in a totally wrong way that could never have gotten you to us. So Papa got a little concerned.
Where is it? Where is
Where's
me?
what?
They're supposed to be under collusion.
Collision?
Yeah. But there's no word.
Select the medium hit sound. So try under the guitar. See, it's got an arrow under a guitar. Yeah, I was worried. It was just it was weird. It was just really weird. Is the sound okay right now, though? Because I do see the levels bouncing around, but I'm not sure if it's just ambient noise versus that hiss. Let me unmute. Hiss. Let me unmute. That's a little bit of a hiss. Maybe if I put this. That's better. That's better. Yeah, I gotta get. I mean, they make Bluetooth lapels now, but I could put it through the camera. Oh, there is a delay too, huh? Let's see. Yeah. All right, we'll put it on the camera. I'll get that going. So we're doing this for a little bit, and then we're actually going to get coding this stream. Dev is not going to distract us. But I do kind of want to hit up doing the Pac-Man thing. I was thinking about it quite a lot, actually, away from the stream, about how to do the ghost AIs and stuff. And some of it's actually not too hard. Rye, how's it going? Okay, so now we'll do a sound test. Yeah. All right, we're on. It sounds better now, right? Am I crazy? Are we good? So Gemma's right now, she's doing the guide for, this is the first 3D stuff that she's doing. Okay, cool. So straight into the camera, because the camera has there's like a powered mic thing going on with that I think was lacking in using the deck. I got you right. I understand. MiniKrikit's got her Pokemon shoes on. Super rad. First gen Pokemon. Rye says learning young for game design is really cool. Do you have fun doing this?
Yeah.
You do? So now that I have this like couch set up, when I test people's games, when I play people's games, if it has controller support, I'm going to be sitting on the couch playing it on the TV. That's the best way to play games. Like I mean, I play on PC, but I think if you've got console support and it's designed for controller input, you should be playing on the TV. So I believe the graphics card on my computer supports 2 HDMI outs, so I should be able to mirror the output, or use the TV monitor as a third monitor and put the game on that. But then again, there are, like, the other thing I'll admit is there are games that are meant for PC. There's something that you can't get without a mouse input. Would you like grilled cheese or a snacky plate? Snacky? Sticks. I feel like with sticks I need to throw the horns. How's it going? Go straight to the big guns. Okay. I've been thinking about that, and I believe especially for this age and her abilities, that basic is actually the best starting point. And I haven't looked around to see if there's any modern basic engines. Snacky plate, yeah. I haven't looked around to see if there's any like modern basic things. It's basically the same. But I feel like basic is, everyone's like, oh, don't learn basic, you know. But I actually think the more that I learn about assembly and stuff, basic is so close to assembly that I think it's a really good starting point to have the limitations in basic. GM is quite simple. Yeah, I haven't, it's honestly been since before she was born, so it's been, I have Game Maker 2. I have the license before they started messing it up. And I don't know, I don't know how much is, I know there's been quite a few changes to it.
A crack in the wall, a secret door.
That's cool. Do you have to press a button to open it?
Yeah.
And you have to be near it?
I just do this trigger. No, I can be anywhere.
Oh, wow. Whoa, that's cool.
But there's an invisible wall blocking me.
Unreal's basically the same as Godot? That I didn't know. So is Unreal strictly C++ for the majority, unless you're using libraries? No, that programming was to die for. You can use blueprints, which is similar to what she's doing here. Oh, I got you. Okay. I can make that in 2 seconds. Nah, totally nah. Well, I gotta say, these tutorials are actually really wonderful. And I love this interface. I love this interface. I'm out of gamer sups. I'm gonna cry. What are gamer sups? What is this? I'm gonna look this up. This is a young man's thing. If now I said young man, that makes me really old. Now I know why they say young man. Young man. Ho, 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 ho. I say young man. Oh geez, this is like streamer junk. What are you doing? You just go to the dollar store. Go to the dollar store and get the dollar store. They have dollar store Red Bull or like dollar store energy drinks. Just get them there. What is this? What? What? The powder. Oh, man. I don't know. No thanks. Keto friendly. It tastes good. It's better than others in the market. It's possible. Touch sensor. Oh, that means you're gonna have to use the screen.
Nope.
No? Okay. Are you gonna give me a referral code? Is that what's happening? Oh, okay.
It's just another note on.
It's interesting because like supplements implies the word itself means that you're supplementing something instead of getting the something.
Hello, button. Come on.
It makes you kind of tired though. Sounds like a sugar crash. Get one of the shakers. I feel like Rye's the actual product manager of this thing. Nice. That's cool. Man, it's cool that you can make your own little 3D world in Sure. It's a little more satisfying with that click, huh? MiniKrikit's she went to a tattoo shop parlor without letting us know and got a bunch of Ninja Turtle tattoos
Papa,
on her.
I do not like that.
Ow.
I didn't really write you.
They're transfer tattoos. They'll go away. But she looks like she's gonna get in a bar fight.
And there's on my legs too.
You know what? I gotta share. I'm gonna share it in. I made. Let me see. Let me search. I made a Leo. Let me see if I can find it. Rye's trying to get me hooked on supplements, Gemma. Say no. Say no to Rye. Say no, Rye. Output value. Enter. You put negative 26. Wait, what? Oh my goodness. Oh, this is interesting what you're doing. So it's gonna play a different sound based on the number?
I think.
Oh, when it equals. Okay, equals. Okay. Okay, sweetie, you got about 15 minutes left, okay?
Okay.
And then I've got to get to work.
Okay.
I'm so sleepy though. I was saying in the Discord that I've been playing Railway Empire 2 with a friend every night, and we play a lot. I stay up way too late playing that with a friend. I'm hooked on it. Hooked on a railway. Oops. Do you need me to get it out? Oh crap, she left with it.
What?
Car seat. If you need help with it, Trish, let me know. Are you reading what it's saying, sir?
Oops.
I have a problem. What's the problem, Rai? What's up? No, break the crate first.
Grandma left.
I know. I'm gonna have to get the other car stuff, but it's just a lot more work, but I can do it. I have to do a bunch of adjustments. So that
Do you need Odie to hang out with me?
maybe for a few minutes. Right now I'm
Paw Patrol. What's up, Red? Going over to Discord to see if you posted something there. I'm constantly impressed. Ooh, I just secured Cricket for Discord. Why am I set to invisible? That was weird. Help, let's see. Does anyone know how to make a chance system? Or at least help point in the right direction? That's Rye. I added a new wheel to car bricks, and randomly if you delete it, only sometimes it'll crash with no error. Ooh. What I would do is set a breakpoint in whatever code is supposed to delete the wheel, and then every time it could crash, you'll hit the brake, and then just step through it, and then when it crashes, you'll know the last step you took that made that happen. But my guess is it has something to do with the way that you're freeing the object. So how you're using Q free. Did you want to try and build the tag thing? All this stuff around here. What is all this?
Some kind of chain.
Tag Showdown. So we got the movement. So what we need is the... Remember how we couldn't hit each other with punch?
Mm-hmm.
I think I know what to do. Oh, I need to turn on the controller. Oh, yeah. Yeah, baby. You can wall jump? I didn't know that.
Whoa. I'm double jumping, Papa.
That seems like a, weird to have that in there because we didn't design that. Anyways. But do you know how to set a breakpoint? And Red, this is ironic because I believe you were haranguing me about breakpoints long ago. And how all you needed was print. But this is an example of one of those times. Okay, well, I have a suggestion on how to do this.
What?
Well, we right now we don't really hit each other when we kick, right?
Right.
Or punch. Okay, so we need to go edit the character. And we gotta add one of those. Can I look? I'm looking for the invisible. I think it's a touch sensor. And we're going to put this. Oops, we're not going to connect it. I'm going to put this in front of the player controller. How do we move it?
Can I have that? I can move it.
Okay. See, could you tell it? Okay, go ahead and try. Oh, there it is. Yeah, put it in front of the person. Like, butt it up against it. Can I move it now?
Mhm.
Okay. Hang on. Okay. We want it to be about as long as the punch is in the kick. Okay, so now, oh, we've got to attach it to the player so it follows the player, right?
Mhm.
So we go like this. So now it'll follow me. Except it's encasing the entire player. How do we only have it in the front?
Encasing the entire player to go good. Seems good to me.
Well, but what I'm trying to do, sweetie, is that we activate it when the button is pressed. And if it's behind you, that means you could punch behind you, even though you're not. This animation is not really doing that. What happens when we resize it?
Somebody sent a message.
Yeah. Well, something's going on. I'm guessing it has something to do with how it's freed, though. But until you break and start stepping through some code and stuff, you're never going to know. Sweetie, I was in the middle of doing something there.
I'll do that too.
How about you just let me do what I was doing, and then, okay. All right, so here's what we need to do. We need this to only activate when okay. Hang on, I'm reading in here, okay? So don't change anything. When the sensor node on checks certain objects come into contact with it, it adds 1 to the output value for each one. Okay, so we need a condition where if, okay, on touch, while touch, we're going to leave it on while touched. So while touched, it'll say it'll equal 1, okay? Then we're going to do an if. Well, it'll be an and. So if which buttons are here it is. This is our attack button. So if this is 1 and this is 1, then we need to make it hurt. Okay? Somehow. So, is there a way to make this, oops. Is there a way to make this destructive?
No.
Touch sensor. But we've done that, right? Remember how you had the thing where when you would punch, it would destroy the block? Can we go back to that lesson and see how they did it?
I don't know if we can.
Target get parent q free get parent dot mass minus. You want to q free on the object. So I wouldn't do it that way because it might be that the way that the scene tree is structured. So this is the other thing you're going to want to do. When you're running the game, pause the game code. Go over to the built scene tree when you're putting in these little tires and see if it's wrong in the structure. But you're probably going to want to use a signal and then have the tire object free itself. You don't want something else to try and find it in the scene tree and then free it, because it could grab the wrong thing, especially the way that you're doing it.
It wasn't this one.
Nope, it's all right. Okay.
No.
No, it was called like punch something. There it is. Power on your punch. All right, let's look at the code. Okay.
So I connected this to here.
Okay, so what is that? Let's see. Go to the wheel. Yeah, it's sweet.
I'm trying.
I know. Destroy object. Okay. It'll destroy any object that touches it. Awesome. Okay, so that's what we want instead. So we'll go back to our game. This is the hard part. If you push through this, you're going to learn something new. I promise. Redouble your efforts. I do promise. Redouble your efforts. When something's hard, don't shy away from it. All right, sweetie. Can we go to our game and try and set it up? So what you're saying is delete it. Well, here's the other thing. Your code that you've sent me, you're queue-freeing something. You're queue-freeing the parent, and then you're also changing its mask. But if you've already queue-freed something, you can't touch it again and do something about it. The assumption here, when I'm looking at your code, this is from the child of the parent that it's freeing. The next line, depending on the order, and queue free, you're not guaranteed when it's going to happen. Okay. So target something else. Target get parent. Okay, I got you.
Destroy object.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're going to replace the one we have with that. So we can delete that, and then put that. Connect it to the character. Put it in front of them. And it's the A button. But it's the AND. So we need if they're... Okay, hang on a second. Gross burping noises. Okay, so let's put this right in front. All right. Like this. And then we care if it's touching something, I think. So it's only if it's touching when this is true. So then we don't need the AND, okay? So all we need to do now is we need to pick the object that it's going to destroy. And in this case, it's the other player. How do we do that? Person? Mm-hmm. But I'm a person too. So if we do that, we're both going to go away. So then... Okay, let's try it with mine. So if I... Oh, see, it self-destructed me. So, because it's touching me right now. Okay, so... Okay, we need to move it. This is our problem. I think the angle is wrong, so we got to go back to edit.
You destroyed.
Okay, if we go back to edit, we go here, and connection point. Oh, we don't want to be on center. We want to be in front of our character. I think it's... Let's see what this does, okay? There we go. Okay, so now we're in front. And now if I go up to you, and I punch you, ha! We did it, Bear. Okay, so we just need to change the size. We're too big. Why are we so big? Is this what sets the size?
No, one next.
This?
Mm-hmm. It says size. Up above.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so if we're, I think it's the Y we want to bring it in. No. Is it the Z? Okay, it's a little too, not quite, we're getting there though. So the cool thing is, once we have this one done, you can copy it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. So that's our hitbox, so to speak, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we would call that. So now you can copy that one and set it up the same way, but on this controller side, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You wanna do it? Oh, you got your controller to do it. All I want is an error. That's yeah, dude, that's kind of the problem with doing sometimes with the scripting stuff. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing this C# port. And that's what you need to copy it. And then, oh, you got it over there.
Huh?
So your button, right? And it still needs to be connected to your player too. Yeah. Let's see. Does it look right? Is it facing the right way? Well, let's go.
I want you to punch. And me.
But we need to turn off the destruction when we hit each other, okay? So we can turn that off. So that's on the player, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not this, the player. That's the destroy object, right? There you go. Cool. All right.
Wait. 1 second. Which one is the action? How do you do the action thing when how you switch the action? Action. No, yours needs to be. No. But what does turn look like? Let's see that. Could you press the action button for me? Oh,
It's like a twirl attack.
Yeah. And we're both set on punch. Let's play. Ah!
Awesome. We can punch each other. Ah! So we could do something like a health bar, huh?
Hey. Oh, what? I was punching them.
You know, it'd be kind of cool is if we could pick up those balls and throw them at each other.
Yeah.
And then when the ball is thrown, it can destroy the whatever player it hits. Or the apples. If we could pick up the apple, we go up to it and hit the punch button and it picks it up.
Can we change? I want to change the color of the players.
It's nice to see you guys helping each other in the Discord. That's cool.
Let's do white. And black. Yes, that worked. Now it's like you're the mean team and I'm the good team. let's change the color of the balls. Like that's my ball, and this one is your ball.
Oh shoot! I gotta get to work, sweetie.
Oh.
It's been 30 minutes since I said 15 minutes. You're having a lot of fun, huh?
Okay, can we just do a bit more?
Okay, but I really do need to get to work, sweetie, because I have to hang out with Orion when you go.
Okay. Oh no, your ball's gonna get me! Yay! The ball's gonna get you.
I think it's time to contact I mean, they're going to tell us, unfortunately, when you have a sick kid and you contact the doctor's office, they tell you it's the same thing every time. We know exactly what they're going to say. Where's that piano noise coming from?
Okay. That was me. I connected. That's coming from this guy.
Oh, when you hit a button?
Yeah. Now let's get zoom in. Go in on this one.
All right, sweetie. I've got to use the restroom. I want you to wrap it up, okay? Say goodbye to everybody. And then I'm going to get started. I have to be able to start coding and stuff, okay?
Okay.
I got to get some work done. This is a fun little summer thing, though.
Yeah. We don't want those to be visible.
Okay. Laptop's precariously perched up here, so try not to knock it over, okay?
Okay. I have to destroy the ball. My ball does. I got destroyed. By accident. I got precariously destroyed. Yeah. Yes. Where's the ball just came out of nowhere? The ball. I want to just come out of nowhere. Oh, it destroys the ball. The nose. Then it goes onto there. I feel like the people should be. adjustments while you were gone.
Oh, okay.
You want to see?
Sure.
I made it so when we press the A button, it plays a heart. And I moved the shooters and I moved the people. And that should have been in front of the person, but I guess it's...
Cool. Should we try it?
Right, hold on a second. Gotta move these backward.
You don't have to move them. They're connected, so they don't need to be.
Okay.
I think it'll be fine.
And I also put a little treasure chest on the thing. And I moved the balls too. I got hit.
I think you hit me.
Well, when I hit you, the balls hit me.
Oh, I see. So the punching isn't doing anything anymore?
Yes, it is. See?
Oh. Try punching me.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
It's punching.
See, it seems like, man, there's so much you can do with this, isn't it? It's really fascinating how simple this whole thing is, but the depth that you can add to it's pretty cool.
Ooh, I want to do something.
Okay, but sweetie, I have to get to work now, okay?
Okay.
I gave you time to say goodbye and everything, but I've got to get to work, so you've got to stop, okay?
Okay.
All right, you want to say bye to everybody?
Bye.
Bye! All right, I'm going to switch over and start coding.
Okay, let me just...
Okay. Don't forget, sweetie, you need the backpack, the switch case. You cannot be playing it while you're walking, sweetie, okay? Again, if it falls on the ground, it will break, and I cannot fix it. Okay? Okay. Could it be in the backpack, sweetheart? That's where I would have put it if...
No, not in the backpack.
Okay, good luck. It's right there behind the couch. Silly. Okay.
Well, you didn't put it there properly, and I didn't.
Yeah, see. We just gotta come up with a better system, that's all. All right, I'm just gonna check underneath the computer. I'm gonna check underneath my computer here, see if I have a HDMI out that I can put into the TV. Okay, it's not HDMI. It's DisplayPort. So I know I have a DisplayPort to HDMI cable somewhere. God, this camera setup. It's unwieldy. Okay, I'm going to go check really quick. See if I can find the cable that I'm talking about. It would be right over here if I have it, or if I know exactly where it is. Okay, the other place it could be is in the in my shed. Okay, well, I'll keep an eye out. I won't be able to code very long, but we're going to do our best. Let's switch the description of the video, the channel over to back to what do they call it? Software and game development. Almost finished with C#. Rewrite. Twitch chat game. Godot Twitch chat game. Okay, so we're switched over. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. This is my handle. This is my spout. Okay, advanced scene switcher is on. We're over here. It should be switched over any second now. There it goes. Okay. The polling on it's not very good right now. I don't know what that's about. Let me double check the settings on it. So this one keeps bursting. Okay. All right. Let's put you there, and let's get our code opened up. And we're going to go ahead and open Ghetto. And we were able to run. We're able to bring up the settings screen. It was, oh, no. Now we won't be able to. We need to, okay, so that's what we're, okay, we're almost set for this rewrite of main. Okay, so let's get, oops. It's not alt. Uh-oh. How do I close these? Good God. Ah! Let's go over our docs on the Is it really Control Q? Yeah. Okay, so horizontal split. Oh, horizontal split's a shift. There we go. Okay. Wall O text. That's right. All right, so we need to override unhandled input. So I'm just going to assume I do public override void unhandled input. And so what the hell is base? What does this mean? Me go back here. So if, can I do at event? What is the syntax? Dot is action pressed menu. And this needs to be inside of a game dot open settings. An object reference is required for the non-static field method or property. Ah, crap. Okay, because it's in the we have to actually get the node. This is silly. Why don't you just code in Godot? Well, part of the reason why now is because I'm in C#. Hang on, I'm gonna go grab a drink of water. Be right back. All right. Well, the reason why I don't edit in Godot is I don't like the Godot editor. That's why. So we need a ref, and actually this is where we should probably start using globals in the C# equivalents. But I'm gonna try and where am I using an example of this? I believe I'm doing this somewhere. Where am I doing it? Oh, I don't have to grab. Hang on. Let's double check. It's project settings, auto load, game CS. So you're just trying to generate random numbers? Is that... Oh, I'm doing it right here. Literally doing it right here. We're getting the node from the scene tree. So if we're going to grab... Do we have to do the same thing for... All right, let's try it. Okay. So let's see if this works. And it does. Now settings is crashing, but we can... okay, so I believe we can get rid of main GD. Because we've got everything... Man, look at how many lines of code it created. Went from 23 to 31. An explosion of code. Okay. Not in a Git repository. My lords. My God. He closed the whole app. What was he thinking? Okay. So, Game CS, I believe we've completely rewrit. So we're in Git, so we can just delete these bad boys. So goodbye, you two. And what about settings? We overwrote settings resource, right? Yeah, so that's that here. And so I should be able to put that anywhere. Okay. Let's follow this through. Typing test. Oh God, this is going to be embarrassing. But let's do it. I'm exposing myself to shame because I want to get better, and if you want to get in shape and you put yourself in a situation where you have to like take your shirt off, like at a pool or something, that's a pretty good motivation to do something about it, right? All right, so we're logged in. Ooh, they have a dark pattern for the cookie stuff that it was doing. All right, here we go. We once talk, children, small, car, other, paper, have, same, one, for, story, us, sometimes. I'm getting there. Oh, God. That was it. That's what made me average. Open, went, got, want, under, old, young, right, but much, not think, it's page there, let, than, can, night, say, good, men, family, while, country, page, who, group, 46. Lame. Better though. Better. Where do we check our where's my like history? All right, I should be able to see some stats, you'd think. Somewhere. If I go to profile, I'm gonna test taken 3. Yeah, we're improving. So my first one was 41, 42, 46. 13 corrections. So my number of corrections is decreasing. My number of wrong words was 0 this time. So I'm getting better. It's slow going, but again, I'm forcing myself on home row, which is a way I haven't ever typed before. I just taught myself to type when was my daughter's age, and then learned about touch typing and all that stuff later. But I'd already developed my typing habits and was fast enough to get by, and was generally faster than most people I knew. So I never did touch typing. So we're trying to build better habits. Life is short. Might as well do things fast where you can. These kinds of things, right? All right. So we were getting a crash here when we would open the menu. Invalid get index settings. Line 9. 9 times? 9 times. Invalid get index settings. So is this because we're now mixed? Invalid get index settings. Let's go over to there is no settings anymore. There's settings resource. Oh no, it is settings. Okay. So there should be a settings. Invalid get index settings. So let's go back over there. And before we run this line, this is an example of a kind of error that will cease to exist as we move over to C#. Obsidian! How's it going? I'm doing good. I've got a short stream today. Or early stream. I got bags under my eyes because I've been playing this silly train game with a friend. I put in the Discord. I am literally that guy from that video. Empire. What is it? Empire Railway Empire 2 is what I'm playing. And I'm 100% this guy right now.
I got out of bed at 4:30 this morning as I heard.
Oh, wait, what's going on?
Did you just fall?
No. No.
Why are we not playing the video?
I got out of bed at 4:30 this morning as I heard that there was a really rare train coming through Shawford Station. It's a Class 56 and it's due through here in a moment. Yeah, it's thrashing. Oh, it gave me a shock. And the 50. It's still doing tones.
Look at that jacket.
I've got to catch up with them if they're going to be that tone happy.
And that's exactly what I did. I raced them all the way to Leamington Spa, and my God, was it worth it.
I got out of bed at 4:30 this morning.
But yeah, we're playing with our trains, and I'm just having so much fun. I was up till almost 2 last night. This is extremely late for me. And like I just couldn't stop playing, and we didn't even realize what time this is the problem, is like we're just having too much fun because it's a shared railway. Like, so he'll like, once it's big enough, we're like kind of just tweaking our little areas, and we're constantly on our margins for growth. We're probably like the worst company because we have literally, there's almost no profits because we're just all about growth. But it's fun. It's fun. It's so stupid fun. It's a fun game. Anyways. Indeed. So I should be able to just access it. So why is it acting like... Let's see. CS. Yeah. I'm doing it as an experiment. I'm learning, I'm figuring some things out here right now, though. I think I'm just realizing something. So I just deleted the GD script. Let me check the project file. And I bet there's something hairy going on here. Yeah, I mean, it's good. There's a ton of little things I want to go back and fix. It's playable. We get to an end game. I mean, dude, the thing about making these games with chat is it's all about the delay. And like, how do you make something where the lack of feedback is okay, you know? That's like the big deal. But I was thinking, okay, so I'm just going to give you this but I really do think that a multi-user dungeon would be really cool for streaming. And you're kind of there. I don't know if you remember these things. But like having it where you could even do it in a rogue style, where the dungeon, the dungeon just resets over time and it's a new one. And there's like you could do like PvP even, and then there's a goal that you're trying to get to win the dungeon. But the player stats and all that stuff, that's where things get hairy. And the other thing is you're juggling your chat noise too, right? There's so much to like consider about all of it. But yeah, I've been working in a mixed environment between C# and Godot, and I'm starting to understand like how to talk to the two. And that's been interesting to say the least. Yeah, so right now I'm having an issue with the singleton stuff. Talking to a singleton that is different. So if we go here, here's game. This is the singleton for it's in CS. So what I'm noticing though is that all of the is it public and private things? So this is set to public, but it's static. Let's make a public that's not static, because I think this is part of the problem. Test. Right. Yeah, no, it's a problem. You should I don't know about inspector. So it's possible they're there but they're not exposed. Let's see. We're going to go here and I'm just going to print out, I'm going to try printing out the game test. Did I do capital T? Yeah. Okay, so we'll go like this and see if it shows up. Because we're crashing when we're trying to access something, and this wasn't happening yesterday. Of course, that's always a good way to have it work. But yeah, we're using Gift for the Twitch side. Okay, so we crash there, and there's no print. Let me just do a hello here to make sure we're actually. Whoa, right? That's an ASCII art for. Dang, it looks perfect on my thing. Is there a newer version than 4.0 whatever? So there's our hello. And now we have hello again. Wait, what? So now we're getting it. And now we're not. Hang on. What is this about? Oh, 403. Okay. So now is this... Now, they suggest every once in a while to flush out the mono folder because it gets all pissy. So there's our hello. Okay, so is it because we're dealing with a static? Let's just get a value from the resource. How about that? Let's also close the... There we go. It's just Q. Okay. Let's get a value from settings and just see if maybe it's because we're trying to use duplicate. I don't know. I don't even know what a value in settings would be. Twitch channel. Nothing. Now, if we get rid of static, everything's going to break on... Something's going to break somewhere. Yeah. Failed to build. 7 errors. It's a resource. Let me check the... build log. Here we go. So main.cs is where we're crashing for the... okay, so let's find that. And here we go. Not config file. That's correct. And then there's the value. Okay, so we've narrowed down the problem. So most of this, like the syntax of C# and stuff hasn't really been an issue. Most of this is just like the going between the two. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip out the settings GD and make it into a C#. Aria, how's it going? Enjoy the lurk. Let's do a shout out. We got a shout out. There's a few people we need to shout out, actually. I always forget to shout. For some reason, Aria comes in here and I say hi and I'm all happy and I never shout out. So Aria also does Godot development. But she's also she does like tons of really cool, like all the cool games that I played and still play actually. She's playing, what is it? Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door right now. And, like all the cool, it's not a good sign for me. My son is sick. He's very unhappy. He's grumpy when he's sick. He's kind of like me. He turns into just like a husk of a man. He's just not feeling good. He just wants someone to hold him. But he's got a fever. You call the doctor and they're always like, yeah, you know, if this happens X number of times, then let us know. It's like, okay. Okay, well, I should be able to. And this is, I was worried about this. I remember asking when we were working on this, if I make it static, what kind of problems are we going to create? So now we know, and knowing's half the battle. So we'll go back to this to be static. We're using it in main. We're checking some values. And we're getting values here. So why when we print it here? It's because we're not in C#. Jeez, just close the editor. So mixing singletons sucks. And again, if we're in C#, we might not even need to use Godot singletons. We might not, as we're discovering. So, might as well do it. This is an experiment, and we're experimenting. So we'll create a new script. C#. Is she a node? I don't even know. I don't know. How about this? How about we go away? Can we go away with the error message? There we go. Thank you. It's a panel container. Okay. All right. So, okay. Just a thought. You could make the settings based of control instead of panel container. Basing it on control should allow you to change up your node type without changing the class if such event occurs. It also allow you to use the same script on any control-based node. Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be too hard to swap that. If I need to, I can just put it on a control above the panel container. It's really just that's the top level scene that I had for when I was designing the GUI stuff in the first place. And I guess as a good habit, I should probably always start with control, even though I build everything under it. It's probably a good idea. Okay, so now how do we do enums in C#? Let's find out. So we can type our enums. Okay. I don't think this is being used anywhere. Nope. Okay. Some phantom code. Dude, have fun. Safe journeys on your okay, let me ask, before you go really quick. I got to give a shout out to Obsidian here. We'll do that once he leaves, but like how what are you for you, when is this done, right? Cuz I'm trying to get this into like a complete package, but it's something I can give to someone else and they can just sort of run. But for you, when would you call it and say you're sort of done? Oh, he's gone. We lost him. So shout out to Obsidian. And Obsidian is also working on a Twitch chat game inspired by yours truly. I'm a trendsetter. Okay. Temp settings imported. So if we want to signal, okay, so plus equals is subscribe, minus equals is unsubscribe. So we're going to subscribe to imported. So if we go, and then we're going to have a function called file imported. So it would look something like private, I don't know, file imported is a void file imported, and it takes an integer called error and return. We don't return anything. So there's our function that we should be able to set into the subscription. So plus equals file imported. My God, I can't believe how I'm figuring this out. I guess this is just experience, is being able to just jump into a different language and like sort of work it out pretty quickly. Let's give a shout out to, I don't know that there's anyone here. If I shout out Dev and Dev is here, that's a little embarrassing. But we're shouting out Dev, who's a Unity developer, very prolific at Blender. All around nice guy. Germany's top nudist dev streamer. So let's get some of these functions in here that we need. We need privates, void, import file. And we can one-line these, right? Somebody said we could run one-liner. Oh, I don't see it. Then we have okay, so we have this sketch of the function set we're going to recreate in. Let's see if we can't get Visual Studio going and get some debugging going. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work, actually. Okay. C# support in Godot's built-in script editor is minimal. Consider using an external IDE or editor such as Visual Studio Code or MonoDevelop. So select an external editor. See the following sections on how to configure external editor. Visual Studio Code. That's VS Code, right? Visual Studio. I feel like we want to do Visual Studio just to get like way more tools. Is it 2022? Latest version. Select these workloads: mobile development with .NET and .NET Core cross-platform development. How can we check and make sure that we have that? Why are we needing to sign in? Why do I need to sign in to run? Okay, we're not going to do that. Okay. This is interesting. Oh, we set a break. We were testing breakpoints. So what happens when we run right now? That's build, right? Add an executable project to the solution. Next, you can download the Godot Visual Studio extension from GitHub here. Double-click the downloaded file and follow the install process. The option to debug your game in Visual Studio may not appear after installing the extension. To enable visual debugging, there's a workaround in 19, and there's a separate issue about this problem in 2022. So it doesn't even work in 2022. Son of a bitch. Okay, so do we have 19? Yes. Okay. So let's go to 19 and open it up. And it's going to .NET desktop environment. Is that what they said? Mobile development .NET, .NET Core. Well, it's saying we need this. So sure, let's add 2 gigs to my computer. And I'm going to have to end it here soon. Not right away, but very soon. I've got to watch my boy. Okay, I think I know what's going on. We opened an old project file in... So that's probably... the deal. So let's get rid of these Visual Studio files. And let's open it up again. Okay. Now, now it's saying they remove support for 2022. Oh my God. It's like, I can't win. This is so stupid. Yes. Now it says it's already installed. I'm wondering if it really is already installed. So we'll go back to 2022. God damn, I hate this. Why do I code in Vim? Okay. Here we are now. Entertain us. There's a breakpoint. Okay. So let's open up. We'll do a break on main right here. And we'll set the external editor in Godot to visual set .NET editor external editor. This is totally different than okay. Editor .NET Visual Studio close. So now if I build and run, do we hit the break? No. Okay, then what are we doing? How do I use this, guys? You've got the guide. I'm reading it. How do I actually use it? Next you can download the blah. Create a C# script. Do I need to like okay, so now if I'm in here in Godot and I go to open a C# file, do we open it in here we go. Okay, so let's see if we can get good God. Blazingly fast. Still loading. Nothing came through. Let's try it again. Nothing. (5/16/23). This release was. So how could this be sooner if this release is later? I don't know, but let's uninstall.
And let's close. Nickname, how's it going? Modify. We're trying to port over to C#. Yes, and I'm trying to get one of us, huh? I didn't realize you were doing C#. But yeah, I'm trying to get the Visual Studio hooked in so I can do debugging and stuff in it. And I'm slowly porting over. I need it for... I'm tired of runtime errors with GDScript. That's my main bugaboo. And the other nice side effect is having truly strict typing, or at least more stricter. More stricter. I mean, as far as the language is concerned, I just don't like how noisy it is. I would describe the syntax as very noisy. There's a lot of markup that you kind of have to like learn. Is this an issue because we have two Visual Studios installed? And they're like fighting with each other? Are you doing VS Code or Visual Studio or anything like that? Use Visual Studio Installer. Visual Studio Installer to remove. Writer? Okay. Can you do like debugging and see the stack and everything? I do use debugging. Is Writer free or is it one of those fancy paid things? Paid. Is it a subscription? SaaS, software as a service. Yep, it's a SaaS. I can't do it. Okay. Let's see if this works. I can't even get it to properly open the file. That's where I'm at right now. That's cool. I can't even open anything. Disabled. There's Mono Develop. That's another paid for one, right? Visual Studio. Do we have... Because I have the other external editor. Is that a problem? External. Do I need to turn this off? Is this something going on here? I don't know. I didn't try VS Code because the debugging's not as good, but they did just add an extension for C# for VS Code, so we could try that. Maybe. I mean, it literally is blank, so maybe I should just let it chill. Let me check the task manager. I mean, that would make sense that it would give me no feedback at all, and I just wait and something happens. That sounds like something that would be real. I'm not even being sarcastic. We're using half a gig of RAM right now just with this window open. That's cool. And now there's something called Power Toys Color UI Picker just running for no clear reason. Godot. I linked an extension made specifically for. Is that in Discord? Let's try VS Code. So we'll say VS Code. Hey, let's do a break right here, and we'll run. And we didn't hit the break. Cool. Install the extension. There's a new... Okay, hang on a second, because I got this from Colin. He sent me something about... let me go to my DMs here real quick. There's a new extension for C#. Brand new. This time we're really doing C#, says Microsoft in VS Code. For real this time, boys. Announcing C# Dev Kit for Visual Studio Code. We are thrilled to announce it works together with the C# extension. So let's see if we have that installed. How do we get to extensions? Explorer. What happened? Appearance. C# update. There's also this C# tools for Godot. And then we're also going to do this C# Dev Kit. Web and cloud native projects. Install. Open. I have to run the debug game window from Writer, not Godot. Otherwise, I have to attach to the process after I run it from Godot. Did you run debug from VSC or the Godot editor? The Godot editor. I thought I would assume it would have piggybacked. I guess I don't know what to call it. But let's finish. We're gonna reload here and see after this finishes installing. So this one I think I have installed. Yeah, this one's installed. A running Godot instance must be editing the project in order for the play-in editor and the code completion to work. Play-in editor. Okay, let's do a reload here in a second. pre-release version of something. So now they want me to... I don't want subscription benefits. Software as a service. I'd totally buy Ryder if it's like legit and I could pay like $20 for it. But that's not a thing anymore. Those days are long gone. Everything's a subscription now. You will own nothing. How does that work for old operating systems and stuff? When the SAS that you were using no longer supports your release, that happens with the OS 2 now too, so that's fine. Just constantly upgrade. Okay. Now we're downloading .NET. I have this installed. Why are we doing this? What's going on? Is it installed? Are we good? Okay, let's close and open it again. So I should be able to... Is this going to do something? C# Godot? It says connected. Connected to the language server. That's a good sign. So let's do... We got the breakpoint. And we didn't hit it. Check if the author says Ignacio. You have to launch from VS Code. So it is Ignacio. How do I do that? Do I start debugging? And choose this. And then nothing happens. Do I get out of... Do I go back to Explorer? Run. Debug view. Start debugging. So maybe it is, but the view is not there. So let's see if we go view, debug console. It's not the console. There's another thing. Terminal problems. No, that's all that stuff down there. Source control. Run. Run and debug. Godot. Oh, we hit the break. No, that's just a list of breakpoints. Just to be sure. Try C#. All right, let's check the extension. Let me go to the extension and see if... C# tools 3.2.2 or greater. Debugging, launch a game directly in Godot editor from VS Code. Code completion. Running Godot instance must be editing the project in order for play in editor and code completion to work. So if we're connected here, view appearance activity bar. There's run and debug. Yeah, I usually close this because it's just enough noise that I don't want to see it. C# Godot. Install the extensions in the marketplace by searching this. If the current workspace contains multiple... So do I need to be in a workspace? So do I need to go open folder here? And now we're in here as a workspace. And now if I run and debug... To debug a Godot project, you have to create a debugger launch configurations. It can be created from the debug panel or by using the general assets for build and debug command. Option 1. Control P from the debug panel. All right. Select C#. Okay. This is a problem. That is not the mono location. That's our current Godot. That's 3. So let's see. It's 4 is here. Okay, so this should be the location, the proper location for that. Launch. The pre-launch task build terminated with exit code 1. Show errors. No problems detected. Okay. Okay. Let me try doing a build here just to see if we can build. Yes, we can. Right? Build succeeded. Again, it's using the wrong thing still. How do we edit the file? So we changed it. Oh, we didn't save it. We didn't save it. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was hitting. Play in editor. And that doesn't seem to be doing anything. Build task. Let's flush that out. Let's try the launch again. It's still using the wrong executable for Godot. It seems to be searching for the path. It's using my path in terminal to figure out where Godot is, even though I'm telling it here, launch Godot mono. Now there's all these double backslashes. Those are escapes. Okay. So let me just make sure this actually talks to something. Like I'll go into terminal and try to run Godot with this command. Make sure it actually starts. It does. Well, but you see here, it's just using the wrong executable. Even for build. Maybe I need to close and reopen VS Code. Okay, sweetie. So this is launch. It says building. Build terminated. Again, it's using the wrong goddamn Godot executable. I think it should say program instead of executable. But then it's saying executable and arguments. Plane editor, launch, workspace root. Why is it using, it's just, this is wrong. So, what I could do is, if we close out Godot, thanks Trish, I saw your message. I'm going to try and get this thing done. So we're going to say this is Godot. Here. What is this? And then we're going to say this is the console.exe. So Godot. Not that we're going to use it. And then let's go to our environment variables. And we're going to go to path. And we're going to say, see, it's looking in bin. So if we go and we say goodbye here, and then we close and reopen, is VS Code going to stop trying to, maybe that's all we needed to do. But now it might actually crash now because now it's going to look for the old path of the executable. See, it's still doing it. Failed a path to Godot.exe. What's this, the capital EXE? What the hell is that all about? Is there something... Is there some override in my entire environment for VS Code that's effing this up? That's what we're wondering now. What is the point of this if it's not going to use it? Let's go to our project. Let's just flush all of this out. And then we'll go over here and we'll do what they were saying. We'll use the... I'm going to uninstall this because maybe this is causing some weird thing. And we'll run Control P, C#, Godot. No matching results. Control P, C#. Okay, so there it is now. It's using this CMD. Why is it trying to be smart? What is going on here? Okay. So obviously he's created some step that it goes and looks for a particular thing. Let's try running it again. Play an editor. Nothing. Launch. And it's still looking. Terminal failed to launch. Path to shell executable Godot.exe. Right. Do I have to restart Windows to update the path? Which is not a thing in Windows. Unless, do I need to be in terminal? Is it where? I don't even know why the CMD is there. I forget what this is about. We'll delete this. But how? Why is it just finding that and saying that's what I'm going to use now? That's what I'm trying to understand. Because this is supposed to be me telling it what to use, but it just doesn't give a damn. Yeah. All right, so let's try this again. We're going to do it again. Let's close and reopen VS Code. And then we'll build the debug stuff again. Now, it's saying to insert. So now if I do launch. Okay, so now it's actually going to look for what I give it. Finally. So now we're going to give it what we want it to use. And now we say launch. And it's still being a whiny head. Insert Godot path here. Ah, this was what was doing it. Retry. Oh, we got to reopen the Godot editor. So now we're going to open up Mono. Wait a second. Where are you? Properties. Oh, it's smart enough to update. Ooh, that's nice. Okay. Let's open up Mono. We're going to go to the project. Okay. Now, retry. We're connected. Okay, let's close and open VS Code one more time. We're going to look at main and make sure we have our breakpoint. And then we're going to go launch. It's a good sign. And we hit our break. Did we hit our break? No, it's building. And then what? Says building. Okay, well, let's try. Well, yeah, I know. But we're trying to. That's not here nor there. I'm just trying to get going here on figuring. Yeah, I'll do that, Nick, for sure. But I'm not going to be in here all the time until I need to debug. I don't want to be using VS Code for writing code, frankly. Okay, so did we hit the breakpoint? I don't know. So we're building. I don't know what's going on. Now we've got 2 Godots open. Is that part of our problem? Sure. Okay. reload. Hang on. We're going to start over everywhere. We got another Godot open. Jesus. Okay. I'm going to go here. Going to go here. Then we'll load up VS Code from here. And I feel like we should be able to play an editor, right? I don't know what the difference is. Play an editor. So does this mean if I run it here, we'll get the breakpoints? No. God damn. Stop. So this is my assumption. VS Code launches Godot to build the C# project, and it is meant to close as soon as it's finishing building, but it does not. That sounds like a possibility. Attach. So what if I run it here, and then we attach it? But then it's running, and now I can't get the break because it's already happened. So we'll try launch again. So now we've got 2 Godots open. Can't we do that with a command line call? Could we do headless with a flag here? That was what was doing it. Okay. Maybe my rename screwed it up. No window. But I'm using launch. This is build. So where do we do build from? I don't see build in here. So how do we build? Build is a task. Run. What about this? Start with debugging. Okay. All right. Well, I've got to go. I appreciate your guys' help so much. I don't want to mess around with this too much. I need debugging though, so I've got to figure this out. So far my experience is not a happy one. But yeah, we'll figure it out. Let me double check the editor settings here, because there's the 2 external editors, and I'm wondering if I have the other one on as well. Is that causing a problem? No, it's not on. Visual Studio Code. All right. Well, I've got to go, so we'll just raid somebody really quick, and I'll say goodbye. Nick, it's good to see you. It's been a while. We're gonna raid Practical. And a shout out to Practical NPC. He's working on a Godot game, and he's getting it ready for the Steam early access thing or something. Early creators. There's a new thing. There's like a annual thing they're doing. Summer of Love. I don't know. Free love. Something. And so that's a thing that he's doing. Where did my raid go? But he's working hard on getting that going. So let me do a refresh here and see if I can just raid. Countdown is going. Here we go. Raid now. All right, guys. Much love. Thanks for hanging out. See you tomorrow. Maybe tonight.